Are we beginning?
Okay, so are you guys ready to start?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. One thing before we start, to answer Kaylin's question on firearms and stuff. I'm gonna have implant firearms, and this I had a little link to it. It has a little sheet of just like what firearms are available in the world, like pistols and rifles and stuff.
That's in the note number 1.
Yeah, I'm not using Gatling guns. We're not there yet. We're not at Gatling gun level, and we're not at shotgun level yet. We're still using potentially in the future. Not yet. Anything. Yeah. So the way I'm gonna have guns work is that one is exactly proficient in them. The way anyone can pick them up and have the same proficiency as anyone else.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. You shoot with dexterity. You don't add proficiency bonus to it. And when you deal damage, you don't add any modifiers because it's just the bullet dealing damage itself.
Shoot with dexterity?
Shoot with dexterity, because you aim with dexterity to attack using dexterity. Yes.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
Bullets.
Let's see. I also moved the starting location from... Oh yeah, Session 0. Everyone's backstories diverge so much that I just scrapped Session 0 because it doesn't make sense in context anymore. Now we're all gonna start off in the Moored Island. About here-ish.
Wait, so are we resetting our beginning, or does stuff happen originally happen?
We're resetting in the beginning because the backstory changed a lot.
Backstories became too badass.
Yes.
For some badass, for some worse, for some stay the same. I do not know what happened to all of you, but I'm not saying to say what happens for me.
Okay. So I'm going to read you guys this little paragraph I wrote up detailing this little passage to get to this area. And then we can start and stuff. Oh yeah, also, the way I'm going to run the first session of this is that I'm going to introduce you guys individually, like one by one, as events pass on. We're going to start off with Ambrose's character because he's currently getting off a ship.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, what do I see as I get off my ship?
Oh yeah, I'm about to read like a block of flavor text right now.
Okay.
You guys can tune me up if you want, but like it's just some information.
How do I turn down this music? I completely forgot how to watch this music.
You can right-click the rhythm, and then you can lower the user volume, which I'm going to do a tiny bit. Okay, hold on. I'm going to write down the flavor text, even though it's flavor text.
I can just send you the flavor text. Let me just send you the flavor text so you have it. Okay. Here you go. Okay, so entering the eastern docks of Moored Isle, you see colossal stone and ironwork standing at attention, with looming plumes of steam emanating from their towers, weaving clouds over Balair. Pushing forward, the clash of running water against the ship becomes deafening, and the briny air cuts across any exposed skin as you enter a network of docks that splayed out into the ocean pass. These docks converge into a marketplace, which spews forth crewmen and goods and the like. Past the docks, the water begins to calm and the sun begins to shine through the makeshift clouds. And through the furrowed thicket, you see several multicolored peaks that reveal themselves to be a large tent and a small settlement. From there, you see land in a large dock port around this area.
Yeah. Okay.
Wolfalsta, would you please describe your character?
My character, she has dark yellowish hair. It's kind of cut at the shoulders. It's not a very clean cut, but it's cut enough that it doesn't really get in her eyes. She also has dark green skin with like patches of dirt and like mechanical rust all over it, with key burns and scars from the failures she made. Her armor, which she typically wears, is relatively clean, and there's also her armor, which she doesn't really wear most often. As right now, she's wearing her clothes, but her armor is leather, and it's relatively kept clean and it's well kept. Her clothes, however, which is she's wearing right now, is like a blacksmith's apron, and it's dirty, it's dingy, it doesn't look like it's been washed at all. She also has a pretty large backpack that's probably bigger than her herself. and also contains like practically everything she has on it. And she also like you can see like at the tip of its fold like the cannon boom just sort of poking its head out. There's also about 100 feet of rope wrapped around the backpack. And like around her neck, there's a string with a bracelet tied to the string, and that bracelet's it has like the crest of Marduk next to it. There's also tied into the string as well as a lucky gold coin found that was from a distant foreign land.
Okay. Okay, so with that introduction done, Othosa, you step off the ship. You've been traveling with for several months. The captain of the ship has bid you farewell the previous night before, and you are currently being escorted by the ship's carpenter. His name is Franco Mars, and he begins to escort you towards the large tent in the distance. Move you guys there. Okay. Could you put your character down, Othosa? As you begin to walk towards this large tent in the epicenter of this town, pass through small stalls and small makeshift stores. Majority of the people in this room seem to be either merchants or some form of mercenary. What few living houses you see in this area seem to be barracks and are pretty sparse with what they own. Where is your character? There it is. We'll be down here for a second.
Okay.
Okay, Franco Mars. Let me read the description. Franco Mars was a part of Captain Mordek's crew and is currently escorting you and delivering you to this large tent. In exchange for safe passage and for other items, you would be helping out Franco Mars in his new job, essentially. Franco Mars is a tall, tan man with a slight belly beard, and he's brandishing 4 parlor guns and 2 light hammers. Currently, he's wearing a large, heavy dark coat, simple attire, and steel-toed boots. As you guys begin to walk into this large crowd, enter in this establishment, he turns to you and says, "Okay, little girl, it's time for you to continue on with this journey. You will be assisting me with the exploration division of the GGG. Just do what you're told and don't get yourself killed."
The G. How many G's was that, sir? That was like
3.
4, 7, 3. Okay,
There are 3 Gs.
3 G's.
Yes. This we're working for comes from a large conglomerate. They have interests in this new land and are currently establishing many bases with the help of the militia. He begins to walk over and sit down to the far corner. And he escorts you along. It is at this time that Badger and Ren, your characters have been on the run for 20 minutes from merchants who are chasing you. You were able to escape in the nick of time, but they are still currently hot on your trail. Can you please put your characters down? Hey, there you go. Cool. You guys are currently over here-ish. And let me get other guy there. In such chase, you've been able to lose the majority of the people who were tailing you. I'm going to use this token for now. Pretend that's the guy you know. They're still currently on.
Sean.
Yep.
can't hear the. I muted the music. Can you, like rhythm then?
What?
Over the music, and he tried muting it, but it's not working.
Hold on, let me try something. Try muting it now.
I've muted it, and I've also turned the volume to. But all I hear is music. I can barely hear.
Okay, hold on. Let me disconnect it. Put it back on. See what happens. Okay, try muting it now.
Alright. Okay. Sorry for the distraction.
So, let's see, let's put down. You guys able to? Was it out, Matthew? Were you able to change rhythms music?
I can. It's good.
Cut off what?
It's good. It's good.
Cool. As at this point that Ren and Badger were able to escape the chase of the merchants who were following you. Your father hands Badger a small metal rod, and he hands Ren the mask he was working on to him. There he kind of speaks to him and says, "Okay, kids, we gotta hurry up and split up. I'm going this direction. You guys gotta hide there." He points towards this direction for you guys. And hide underneath those red tanker trucks or something. I'm gonna try and lead them off over here.
Okay, Dad. You sure about this?
Alright, we'll find each other eventually. Just live in the crowd. Don't make too much noise. I'll meet you back. It's fine. Just keep what you have with you, and I'll find you. And he begins to go in this direction.
Alright, Dad. Bye.
Got it.
Without.
Okay, as Badger and Ren approach these large red trucks, these large red, they are essentially trucks, yeah. These large red trucks, you haven't really seen these kinds of vehicles before. You take them more out to be these large containers, and as you slip underneath them, Badger, you see underneath there is several moving components and several fixtures attached to it, and you get the sense that this is something that you've not encountered before. At this point, what's it called? I'll go. Keep your character on the board.
Oh,
Okay. Also, Ren and Badger, if you can give a description of your characters, because I forgot that.
Description. What I look like, or
Yeah, just what you look like, a basic thing.
okay. So I have like big, baggy robes. I look like I look smaller than average. That's why I'm crouching down. You can really see if you look closely are my eye.
Ren, are you still talking, or did you cut off? Okay. Badger, you want to describe your character, or Ren solves this tech?
You see a very short, especially compared to a very short, lightly tanned gnome with brown shaggy curls and green eyes. Currently, he's wearing 2 thick leather gloves on his hands and a thick leather apron that both doubles as his armor and his tinkering attire, with a pair of goggles on his head and a small cloth mask, almost like a bandana that he's wearing around his neck.
Okay. Matthew seems to be having some trouble with his mic, so I'm going to continue on with some things. I'm going to need Badger and Ren to make stealth checks as they try to hide underneath this thing. During this time, Dago, you begin to enter in this large tent you've been able to go into. From there, you're able to spot in the far right corner two strange people. And unlike the rest, one seems to be a sailor, one seems to be you can only describe as like a wrinkled, green-skinned gnome with the odd apparatus strapped to the back.
Yeah.
What do you want to try and do?
Honestly, I'll just like walk around, maybe be like around here.
Okay.
Just like observing everything, blah blah blah.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Minutes pass, and during this time, Franco turns to Wathosta and say, "You'll be working with me and my crew in this new expedition. We'll be taking on a new watchtower. We'll be reclaiming it from the current wildlife. It's been overgrowing it. In a couple minutes, you'll see this spectacle. Just go along with it. It will pass soon enough. And from there, begin to see. You can start doing stuff with this. There. And have that look like this. Badger and Ren, you both rolled stealth checks, right?
Yeah.
You're both really cool.
Can y'all hear me?
We can hear
I
you.
can hear you
A
now.
lot better.
Hey, nice.
Oh yeah, there's just lots of noise. Mute.
Okay, that should be fine probably. But yeah, Ren and Badger. As you guys begin to look around from underneath the truck, you see a couple other dock workers coming in to pick up this shipment of crates. What do you guys want to try and do?
I want to just sneak around to over there on the other side of the truck, away from them.
So there's people
Okay.
coming over here?
Which
I do see a
direction are
couple
they?
dock workers. The dock workers seem to be coming from this direction.
Yeah, I'll go over here.
Let me roll something for them.
Do I still use my other roll? You good?
You can still use the original roll. As they begin to approach the boxes,
We saw your 3D20, by the way.
begin to approach these three boxes. The one in the front kind of looks behind. He kind of turns around and says, "Boy, I think there's movement behind the truck over there." And he kind of begins to inspect it. He looks up Badgers. Stealth check.
Yeah.
Badger, they saw you.
He got up.
my fault.
What do you guys want to try and do now?
Can I hear
He's,
this
he's currently
commotion
walking
to
towards
the
your
tent?
direction.
Can you hear this commotion through the tent?
Perception check.
Okay. That would be a... What would that be? My perception is...
I'm gonna try and-
2. So that'd be a D20.
I want to try and
7.
Sean. I want to try and start moving around the
Moving
train
back.
and in his direction.
Okay.
How much?
Both of you make perception check.
Ooh.
30-20.
I had a
Yeah. Matthew, Ren, you're unable to really tell what's going on with how high you're stealthing. You are with how high you're stealthing. You're not really concerned about what's around you, more concerned of what can see you. As for Badger, because you know that you're most likely already spotted, and you're kind of just trundling through. see off in the distance here. You see a couple of the dock workers who are chasing you, patrolling this area. You see
I'm
one
gonna
coming from that. You also see a
run back.
couple back.
I'm gonna run back over here. I'd rather deal with these guys than the dock workers.
Okay, as you run back here, you see a small flap in the tent that's been exposed. One of the nails has not been properly set in the ground.
I dug in.
I want to duck
threw it.
under.
Dug in.
Okay, make another stealth check. Yeah, stealth.
Ooh.
I see.
Oh
see.
no.
Not one.
Oh my. It's a 9 though. God dang it.
Wolf
Not one is.
Oh.
Wolf
But you're
Ulsta,
going Stop them. I'll slow them down.
Yes.
with your perception check, you're now able to see in front of you. You see a flap of the tent just whoosh up for a second. You see a silver masked hooded figure just ducking under the tent along with another shape.
I'm going to
After a few seconds, see it just close down again.
I'm going to turn to my the carpenter that's meant to watch me. Is he watching? Is he watching me, or is he more focused on other things?
He's more or less just sitting around. He's leaned back against the chair. His eyes are kind of closed. He's kind of just waiting for things to start.
Okay. I'm going to sort of tuck my backpack underneath the chair I'm on, and then quickly see if I can sort of dash over here myself and see what's going on.
Okay. As you begin to get up, he kind of turns his head, looks at you, and he goes back to his business, just lying around.
Okay. Can I roll stealth to quickly dash over there?
Sure.
That will be a +2. It's an 8.
Okay, you can just roll on roll 20, right? Or
Roll 20 is being put in dice jail.
okay, it's dice shield, fine. Okay, yeah, you can do it. So you begin to scurry across the stage. The stage is about 5 feet raised off the ground, so you are able to try and duck underneath it, or you can just try and go around this section.
I'm small enough to duck underneath it, so I duck underneath it, I guess.
Okay, you have 30 feet of movement, so I would take you. You can just go up to them if you want.
Okay.
Doggo, throughout all this commotion, do you want to just try and stay there? You saw the odd halfling duck underneath the area, leaving her compatriot behind.
Halfling?
Doggo?
Do we have a halfling in the party?
I guess. Oh, he doesn't know what you are, so he assumes you're a halfling.
Okay.
He doesn't really. A Goblin Artificer isn't exactly a common sight in this island.
Okay.
Is Doggo here?
Doggo.
What?
Or Lar.
We're going to say that Doggo is going to roll another perception check to see if he actually sees you.
Probably will, because I have an 8.
You can get a crit fail, you don't know.
What's this?
Yeah, he sees you. And so with that perception roll, I can say that he is able to keep tabs. He sees you duck underneath the current area. He's going to, for purposes of this, I'm just going to say he's going to move up and he's going to sit down on this bench. Just say that for now. So Doggo. Actually, no, I won't move Doggo. He hasn't done anything yet. I'll just say he just keeps watch over you.
Okay. Oh, Marco's here.
Oh, is Marco here? Is Marco here?
Yeah, Marco.
Hey, Marco's here.
So, what did I miss?
You missed the entire
okay.
session. We're ending right now. Sorry.
Yeah. I TPK'd the whole party with a fireball.
Cool.
Yeah, we're all dead.
Welcome. Saved you like a couple hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do you need the link?
It's only been 24 minutes.
Yeah, I do.
The chat log to open up, that'd be great. It's not letting me get the link anymore. If you guys, can one of you guys post it?
What? Post what?
Link. It's not letting me get it right now.
You have to exit the
On
game
to roll
get it.
20. You could just go
Come on. Okay, can you just go on to Roll20 and just go onto your games and find Frontier Anomalies?
Oh yeah, I found it.
Cool. Your introduction is
What I
gonna be a
did.
bit later on. Okay, so Wolfilsa has dashed away from Franco and is dashed over to this side. What you see in front of you is a small gnome with an odd satchel in a metal rod and a hooded figure with a silver mask.
What are you guys doing? This looks fun.
What the hell do you want? Leave us alone.
I'm not here to be aggressive. I just want to see what you're doing. It looks fun. Can I join in?
We're running. And let's go. We need to go.
You're running. Why are you running?
I wanna hide behind this barrel. And these
Yeah,
crates
I was gonna say as you say that, you hear. Oh, sorry, go and just Ran, you go out and just sit next to Franco.
I grab a go to a random.
Go to this one. Go to this one.
I'm gonna follow.
I was
the
gonna
gnome.
say, guys, don't move yet. I'm doing a thing. Hold up.
Oh.
There's order progression because the two people who saw you, with the perception check that Badger made, you're able to hear outside, and you hear the tumble of footsteps come by, and you see the two fingers, a pair of hands reach underneath the tent, and you hear 1, 2, 3, and you see him begin to lift up the tent as quickly as they can.
I wouldn't have stopped. Would have stayed under and have stopped moving. Would have just
Say that
kept on
again?
running.
I don't think
Would've
we
just
would have
kept on running.
stopped inside the sun. We would have just kept running throughout the thing. So we wouldn't
Okay.
have been here.
You would have had like an extra 15 feet of movement from that point, I would say then. You were still. Where do you guys want to try and go?
Is this like a table here, the purple?
That's
It's a
stage.
5-foot raised stage. 5-foot ridge stage. You can try and go underneath it if you want.
I want to go.
You can't go
right there.
underneath it, you're small enough.
Wait, could I go under it?
Yeah, you can. It's
Would have,
gonna take a
down.
bit longer, but you can get like up there-ish, yeah.
Well, I'm constantly crouching down to not alert. Alert people
All
in
three
my
of you,
real life.
can you make another not exactly stealth, is it? Or Ambrose, you just make a stealth check because the other two have rolled theirs already. You try and duck
16.
in before these guys see you. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So as you hear the flap, the tank open up with a whoosh, and you hear the two men go, "Oh, get out here!" You hear silence for a second, and they peer in. From what you can see underneath the slit of light underneath the stage, one of them pokes their head underneath. He begins to look about. He doesn't really seem. You guys are fully concealed, so you guys don't need to roll stealth. What you guys only need to do is try and like not make noise. Then you guys are fine.
Okay.
So
he looks around and he
curly hair, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
brown shaggy curls.
I'm going to like mess with the curls. Like poke at them and try to straighten them out.
Why are you touching my hair?
Okay.
It's not
Make
straight.
Who are you?
Make a stealth check. Make a stealth check again.
All of us?
It's not straight.
Let me let them. I'm gonna let them roll perception because you start talking underneath there. Let me roll. Rolled really bad. Rolled really bad.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
straight.
Even so, the one behind, his attention is directed towards the stage, and he begins to also peek in. He gets on top. He begins to walk around,
Could I cover them with my robes? Can I, like, attack?
You guys are inside of this large stage already, so you guys are fully concealed. You don't, and yeah, you can try and cover them with robes if you want.
Well, if I don't have to, I won't.
So begin to inspect.
I would conceal Badger. I would conceal Badger.
As you guys looking underneath the, you guys continue to look underneath the little slit that's between the floor and the bottom edge of the stage covering. You see this man's boots begin to slowly walk and stop in this direction. You see movement, and you think he's about to bend down. What are you guys gonna try and do?
I
I'm going
want
to quickly creep out and then return back to my seat here.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna follow him then.
Okay. Oh, no one saw that.
Delete
The
the
stage
entire
just
box, doesn't
magically
matter.
disappears. He just flips the whole stage over. Yes, that's what I meant.
It
That's what I
turns-
meant to happen, guys. What are you talking about?
It turns out the entire stage was just a silent image.
An illusion.
No, my illusion doesn't cover enough space. It needs to be a silent image.
You didn't know? You guys didn't know about that already?
It would explain why it's purple.
All of you guys make another stealth check as you try and get out of this.
Got it.
There you go.
Oh, that's a 4.
Ooh, let's go. 25.
Ooh, 15, my best roll of the night.
That's a 4.
I'll put- Oh god.
Okay,
Hey,
let me see
Badger,
what they roll.
Badger, we associate.
You're cutting out for me again.
Oh, okay, let's throw perception.
By the way, this whole place is like a vendor place, right?
Yes. Oh, also, Doggo. While you were away, you did notice a flap of the tent open up for a brief minute, blasting with bright light. You saw a hooded figure with a metal mask duck in to this area along with another creature. Later on, you also saw it open up again, and you saw these two merchants begin to wander around and inspect whatever was inside the stage. Then you also saw these three scurry out. Scurry out from the grasp.
Yeah.
You guys rolled
I got a
10,
4.
15. No, you guys rolled 25, 15, and Ambrose, what'd you roll?
4.
4?
4.
Like 4 as in like number 4?
The number 4, yes.
Yeah, so as you begin to dart out, this guy's going to try and leap over this. Nope. Yeah, he begins to try and leap over one of the ranged steps, and he attempts to do it. He forgets there's a guardrail, and he slams his face into the guardrail. he kind of just falls back down again. His buddy.
Are you okay,
his
sir?
buddy begins to shoulder.
I'm going to like come over here and say, "Are you okay, sir?"
He begins to slowly get up and says, he begins to slowly get up, peers over the edge, and he sees you. He gets an odd look. And then he spots the violet band on your arm.
It's
says-
on my chest because it's
Oh.
connected to a string.
Chest? Okay. So he sees the violet band around your chest and it says, "Oh, nothing. Nothing.
Are you alright, sir?
He begins. Yeah, sure, I am. And he begins to. He puts his head down and begins to walk out. His friend.
If
he-
you want,
he
I can
walks
help you
up
with your nose. And I'm gonna call out after him. If your nose
Gonna
is
what?
if you want, I could help you with your nose. If your nose is like in pain.
No thanks. And then right here begins to walk up to you. This one seems to be a lot younger, and he looks down at you and says, "Hey Joe, what are you doing running away from this thing? This guy was causing a ruckus outside." He begins to walk around the tent, around the stage.
Who was
to get
causing a ruckus
towards you.
outside?
You know what you were doing outside. Now tell us. What are you trying to do? Steal shipments again, huh?
I wasn't outside. I was inside the tent. Look, and I pointed at Finko. See, I was with him, and then I saw these people who ducked into the tent, and they went out, and I point at over here. They went out that way. I saw them, and I went to them. Perhaps it's by 10 minutes.
Okay. He kind of walks in. He begins eyeing all three of you. Franco is still hands behind his head, leaning back with his eyes closed. During this time, he somehow managed to get some pamphlet. Is now placed over his head as he continues to doze off. The merchant begins to poke at Franco and says, "Oi, old man, wake up! Is this lot yours?" At which point, Franco grabs his arm, begins to twist it, and
Oh my gosh.
he begins to twist it, and based on what he did, the man begins to trying to show. He's beginning to grit his teeth underneath his face, but he's trying to not show it as well. It says, "Either with me, you got a problem with that, son?" And the merchant begins to. Merchant continues to stay there for a few moments before taking his arm off and walking back in the direction of his friend. No one saw that. He removes the pamphlet off of his face and turns to Wolfolsta and says, "If you want to get some more friends, be my guest, but just don't bother me." And he puts the pamphlet back on his face.
Thank you.
Okay. You guys continue to do whatever they're doing.
And I'll just like sit on the ground then.
Okay.
I go, you. Oi. You.
Me?
At the, is your character, is your character took what you look?
My character, not entirely. My hair is yellow. But relatively close, yes.
Anyway, I point at you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
You keep.
thank you both for helping us out. It helped us greatly. Thank you.
Helping? Yes, I helped. And I still like get like this big grin across my face.
Did Rhythm die?
I think its music just ended. No, it's still playing music.
Okay, just really low. Cool.
I'm going to point at Kaylin's character and say, you're a gnome, yes?
What? You gonna say? Say it.
Well, I'm short just like you. It's not. There's no problem. But I've never met gnomes before, and I've always thought they were interesting. Is it true that you bleed blue?
Sorry, I can't hear what you're saying, Ambrose. You keep cutting out like right at the end.
Yeah, this is happening to me too.
Is it true that gnomes they bleed blue?
Hey, what?
Bleed blue. Like the color.
We what?
You bleed blue blood.
Never really heard of that one.
Oh, it's
Not sure, to be honest. I've never been cut.
Oh,
Hey,
I wouldn't want to
got a
test it.
dagger and just cut a small slit in my thumb and then back. What color is the blood?
It's red. Take 1 point of damage.
No.
Take 1 point of
Wrong.
damage.
Oh, it's red, just like
Bleed
everyone else.
red. Like the rest of you.
Oh, okay. Then maybe it's the elves. I always
Sure.
get the gnomes and the elves mixed up. I'm just gonna grab my backpack and mess with my cannon a tiny bit.
Do that. You see more people begin to file in to this gathering of people. You're still not entirely sure what you're here for, Wolfosa, other than you're assisting Franco in his mission, in his new job with the exploration division, the GGG.
GG.
Franco, are you on mic right now?
Huh?
Okay, I thought you were off mic. Cool.
Yeah, I guess I walk over to the group then, saying,
Okay.
hello. Is this a shop or what are you guys doing here? Is somebody gonna react?
Glare at him. Glare at him.
I'm not gonna say a word.
What does your character look like, Doggo?
Mine?
Mhm.
Dark type of jeans, somewhat, darkish brown shoes, and a normal long sleeve shirt on. He has dark hair and normal brown eyes.
What race?
Human.
Are you?
Human? I'm like, oh, human. Hi, human.
Hello. Is this a shop or is this something else?
I think it's a play.
Th-
I've never been to a play before.
Oh, really? Oh, sorry if I'm looking at you. I was just asking if this is a shop or anything else.
There's a seat over there if you want to watch the show, and I point like a bench that's like kind of far away.
Yeah, there's
sure.
there's this bench available. There's a seat here.
But I intentionally point.
Yeah, I just walk over here.
I instead tap by my side in the dirt and say, sit.
Damn, just kick him out.
Okay. So this is what it's gonna be. As you begin to sit down, the lights in this tent begin to dim. Most of the doors begin to close, and the lanterns begin to be shut off. And then suddenly you hear a change the music for a second. Do this one.
Wait, I thought this place was like a shop area, not a play.
Rawr, XD.
Are you about that in character or out of character?
Out of character, yeah. I thought this place was like a shop area, not a play area. Sorry.
Oh, bro.
Well, it's not. It's neither of those. But
Yeah,
you'll
my
see
character just thinks
it
it's a
is.
play.
Yeah.
I have to skip. I have to skip. Okay.
Yeah.
Not that. Wrong music, Sean. What are you doing? Ruining an experience. Okay, so as you hear the lights begin to dim, and
Hear the lights.
to be back again, so I'm gonna roleplay this character for a bit. So lights begin to dim, and you see a sudden flash of light begin to hit the middle of the stage. And you see it is a large. None of the songs are what I'm looking for, so I'm just going to not use it anymore. Use this instead.
Good enough.
Is
Rhythm has betrayed me for the last time.
not? Okay, it's just gonna not. Okay, it's fine. Don't ask. Okay, so you see a large pink light at the center of the stage and begin to expand. From there, you see a smaller ring of, you see another small blue light begin to appear, then a orange, and then a green, then a turquoise. They all begin to swell up and grow about 15 feet long. They begin to swerve around all around within the tent area. And you see from these large circles of light begin to emerge from the ground. You see they turn to these large or these small globules of light that begin to fly around the entire stage.
I'm gonna clap my hands prematurely.
As you begin to clap, several of the balls begin to swirl around you and your little party. Several of them begin to dart between each of the different members, and they all have a look of confusion and distrust of what's actually going on. From there, in the middle, you see all of the lights begin to converge, and then they begin to explode. And in this place, you see a small girl with red hair, and a flowing dress. She addresses the crowd. She says, "I hope everyone's having a golly great clip this morning, everyone." And she begins to make a pose. From following her is a group of all armed mercenaries, from what you can tell. They all begin to march order behind her, in tune with the beginning sound, the lights.
Is that windy?
And then march in order behind her, and they stop short of the edge.
I'm
So
pretty
windy
sure
is
it is.
The lights continue to swirl for a bit, and the music, the jovial music, continues to play in the background. She goes up to the friend and says, "Are you all ready to join the valiant, glorious, glibness exploration committee?" Woo! As she says that, the lights begin to fade back in, and most of the adventurers begin to look at each other, and some of them begin to actually leave the tent.
I say I am.
From there, the Get off. What'd you say?
I am.
That's a spirit, little girl, and she begins to applaud you. Try this now. Hold up. Okay, wait, why isn't that working? It's longer than 3 hours. Oh well, that's why. Okay. As this continues to go on, you see Franco begin to get up and walk up the steps to join the men and the strange girl. She puts her hands out to all of you and says, "I welcome you all to join our exploration journey. Today we will be taking our new recruits on our patented buses and take them to reclaim some of our lost watchtowers. Please pick any of these fine gentlemen and begin to step out along with her. Join them in one of your tours, which will last between 2 to 4 weeks." Woo! And then the music begins to play again. The lights begins to returns to the light. She stands back in the middle, and you see a large glow around her as she disperses into 4 globules of light again. And they begin to dance around. Men jump off the 5-foot stage, and Franco begins to beckon to your party, Rolfosta.
I'll,
Immediately just walk up next to him.
I'll take my position in front of him with my big ass backpack, waddling forward.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess I'll join in as well.
From there, the lights begin to return back to the stage, and of the 3 men, they all begin to shout out, "Pay no mind to this circus that this woman puts on. The real story is the majority of you will be wounded or in disease by the time you leave this place. The pay is good. You will be clearing out abominations and beasts from this native land, and you'll be the stepping stone to reconnecting with one of the native tribes. I'll follow in." And then from there, they all begin to eventually line up with their designated people, whoever they choose to be with.
Yeah, beckon. I whispered it back.
Matthew?
I whispered to Badger. I go, Badger. I don't.
You're cutting out for me, Matthew.
I know.
Yeah, you are for me too.
On.
Try speaking the Roll20 like Marco is.
Wait, can you guys hear me, by the way?
Here, Marco.
I can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Cool.
And I think we can also hear you in Roll20 at the same time.
Oh gosh.
He's also on roll 20.
Yeah.
There we go.
But you're louder on Roll20 than you are in Discord.
Yeah, so
Got
that's
you. Wait, I
that's
got
the
you.
thing.
Okay,
Got
just,
you.
just usual 20. It's better.
Bam. How about now?
How about that, yo?
Put myself
Okay.
quiet on Discord. Let's go.
From there, you guys are led outside the tent by Franco, and he begins to lead you out back towards what you think are large metal tankards. Badger and Ren recognize them as the things they've been hiding underneath for a while. From there, you see that it can only really be described as a horseless carriage that has a low grumbling sound emanating from its direction. Some of the adventurers and their leaders are hesitant to actually try and go board this odd.
Is this a? That was all the character, by the way. Never mind. Sorry.
You're good.
I think I might know what that is.
Is that in character?
No, out of character. Sorry.
Okay. It's called. Franco begins to step in and says, "A lot who don't realize the advent of the artificer has allowed us to create these stunning inventions, which allow us to traverse these native lands without use of pack animals."
Was this
He
something that
begins
I
to step
helped to
in and
invent,
says,
or no?
"Oh, you're unaware of such adventures. You only really know about seafaring inventions."
Okay.
He steps in, and it's more of a classical school bus than anything than a city bus. He steps in. He pulls out a lever, and he points out the exit locations. And he also points out a large what can you tell is like a large cylinder, similar to the pistols he's carrying, but on a much larger scale. It's meant to be carried two hands. And he says, "We ever get raided by something, point that in the direction of the monsters and press that little trigger." And he shows you and he demonstrates how to use it. I'm going
Does
to
he
roll
show-
something.
Ooh, I call that the trigger. It should be called a trigger light. Or does it make a light?
Badger, did you hear me?
No, it is not.
Okay. He introduces you to the bus and how it was the invention by the previous artificer classes.
Okay.
It is currently owned by the Superbus conglomerate who first invented it. They're also the branch owners of the GGG.
Okay.
And it also shows you a compartment where there is a large cylindrical tube attached to a small hilt mechanism. They can tell of from what you guys can tell. It's a hilt essentially. And he shows you to operate it. You would point the large end towards any of the assailants, and you would push in the small lever essentially that would be attached to it.
Would I recognize this kind of device from what my father has worked on?
Make a history check.
Also, does
Would
this
I?
thing
I
make a light?
recognize. No.
No, just make.
Also, you're able to see parallels between between the cannon you have and the cannon that this has. So you have a general idea of how it will function.
Okay.
It looks like a small
15.
cannon. Badger. There were so many inventions scattered around your house that you are able to more or less tell that this is something your parents have worked on, but they don't primarily use these weapons. So
Okay.
the only times only ever brings them in after long voyages along with other teammates and such.
Right.
From there, you get from
I say, well, thank you. And does he hand it to me, or is he just showing me how to use it?
he backs off from you and says, "Oh, there, little elf. This isn't for you." I changed this guy's voice like 7 times in a row. He says he pushes you away and he returns it to the compartment and says he points to a label that says "Use only if bus is compromised."
Oh, that makes more sense. Sorry, bud.
And he points to the back and you see a row of seats that lines up around you. The bus on the inside seems to be much longer than it does on the outside. It seems to be stretching on for like 30 feet of just of rows, just on each side.
It's bigger on the inside. Ooh.
I hop in.
Okay.
Think
I
up.
hop
as you-
in
Another
too.
moment's
Hop in
notice.
too.
I want to like pull Finko to the side.
I say to Badger, "Stick close for now. We'll figure this out together."
Okay, both
Got it.
Badger and Ren make a perception check.
Can I pull Finko to the side real quick?
He's currently at the front of the bus. You can just talk to him there.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
I'm
Boy.
gonna like I'm gonna like try to
Eighteen.
motion for him to come down to my level.
He kind of rolls his eyes and he kind of leans over to you.
The thing in the back that you showed us. Okay, can I mess with it and just dismantle it? That kind of stuff.
He kind of looks at you for a bit. Make a persuasion check.
Plus RT20. Let me look at my thing. Might be plus 2. So that's going to be 17.
Okay, 17.
17.
He can eyes you over and he glances at the cannon that you built across the back, and he says, "Tell you what, let me get my hands on that thing for a while. Let you get your hands on this thing for a while."
On Boom? Wait, didn't Finko and I weren't we on the same ship?
You guys work together, but he still wants to learn about it because this is a piece of technology. You guys have been on together for a couple months, but he still wants to learn more about it.
You mean give you Boom?
Yeah, let's say that. Let me look it over a bit longer.
Yeah. But Boom. What if
It is get to the back.
what if we looked? What if at the same time you looked at Boom while I also looked at the cannon at the same time, with each other. So that way I know you. I know you.
During this during this conversation, he begins to start the engine of the bus, and he says, "Maybe later on," and he begins to drive off into the forest. As you guys begin to drive off, you guys see around you this large thick jungle with large bodies of water. You can see gleaming off the edges of the forest. As you continue to go downhill, it begins to get more muddy and humid, and you see 4 paths begin to diverge. You guys take the rightmost one as the other buses begin to split off into their own different directions. You guys begin to pass the forest line, and you guys begin to stop in a large open clearing. You see these small archaic ruins etched around the side, and as you guys begin to pass through, they have a momentary flash before they subside. Park the bus, and you guys are greeted to this site. Okay. Site. You guys are currently right here-ish. If there's down there, that'd be great.
Bodies.
On the drive, I want to talk to Franco. And I want to just go up to him and ask,
Hey, have you ever happened to hear of the Kashar people?
Sharp heard of them. I fought against them during the war. Well, not exactly. The pay was good for mercenary work, and they had fine pelts.
Do you hold anything against these people?
Hold their fur against merchants as they bar them off. Not much.
Okay.
and go back to sit down with Ren.
Okay. You guys stop down into this little small clearing. Everyone proceeds to leave, get off the bus, and he points around the archaic ruins around this large, open pass.
Do we also see
He points
two
out.
dead
He points
bodies?
around and says,
Oh, that's fun. That's really fun. That's really cool.
"Yes."
Hello?
Hmm?
Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we see the two dead bodies?
Okay. Yeah, you see two dead bodies across the way.
I'm going to
He says-
drop down Boom.
Ump.
I'm gonna like activate him and drop him down.
Okay. You begin to activate Boom, your trusty cannon. To everyone else, what you see from Otosa is that she pulls out a large cannon from basically inside her bag somehow, throws it on the ground, and he sprouts these oddly shaped wooden legs, and you see it's a large it's a large cylindrical tube with arcane etchings sketched around all the edges and the name Bothosa sketched around the very front of the cannon. From there, the Franco, if I can pick him off. No, Franco, you want to show up? Franco is back there. He says, calls out to all of you. Better be careful. This place has been overrun by beasts ever since we stopped sending waves of new troops into this area. The island should be safe enough, but we gotta clear out these animals before we go in. Everyone make a perception.
I go, dead body.
You'll see that body, yeah. You all see that.
That's a dead body. Yes. 10. My passive perception's higher.
Did anyone
Got
get
11.
above? Anyone get above 13?
Nope.
Yes, I got 19.
Ran got 19.
Okay.
Big man, Badger.
I got 19. Badger got 19.
When
Did you roll?
this character coming in?
Coming in soon, right now, essentially.
Okay.
Doggo, are you here?
Doggo's not here now.
Okay. Everyone who rolled above 13 you're able to hear the snarls that lay just beyond this little what's it called? Concord? Or this little opening in the bush. But you're also able to hear this odd chattering sound emanating from this direction.
Okay. So it's literally just you, Kaylin. I think that's Doggo. That is.
Sorry about that. My computer.
Wait, no. That's just Matthew. Matthew's the only one who hears that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
You hear chattering in this area. You hear the snarls of what you can assume is a wolf in this area.
It's just Matthew, right? Because Matthew's the only one who rolled above 13.
Wait, I'm the only one that.
Okay, so what did I miss?
I think you're the only one that hears
You guys got on the bus and you guys were taken to a watchtower to try and reclaim the surrounding areas from wildlife.
And what was the thing you heard about rolling?
You hear chattering coming from this direction that you haven't heard of in nature before. In this direction, you hear the growling of what you can assume are large dogs or wolves.
Like, guys. They're wolves. Goodbye.
Oh, well, that's great.
At
Boom,
least
get
they
him.
sound like.
Okay, can I roll
go
stealth
begin.
to go in that area hidden to make sure not to be
Okay.
seen?
Roll stealth. How'd you do that? Franco begins to peer over
I
the
try
edge.
to stop him.
Okay, you can try. You can just stop him, and we can try and say.
Okay, I go, what are you?
Oh, what you say? You cut out. That's out of character, brother.
What are you doing?
Checking the area. What are you doing?
Wait, is that Doggo's character? Or is that
Doggo's character.
That is.
But
While you guys are talking, what's it called? Franco's gonna peer over in this direction, and he's going after that he's going to duck off into this corner, and he's gonna point out, "Oi, you guys, you got take your pick. Take those wolves over here, or take whatever thing is here."
I'll follow Franco.
You know what wolves.
Okay, I'll go over to Franco, but can I roll stealth first to like scout the area?
I can try and stealth. Ren and Badger, are you gonna try and do the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right here.
Add another +2 to whatever I roll for stealth.
Okay.
Right.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh,
Are you motherfucking kidding me?
Nice.
Watch your profanity. This is being recorded.
It is.
Going on a Christian Minecraft server.
Well, I guess I'm not doing stealth, so I just join the others.
You begin from your city life or in your town life essentially. You attempt to try and go through the brush, and it seems thicker than what you're normally used to. So it begins to poke and prod you, and you make these unnecessary noises as you walk through, as it begins to poke you in areas you didn't.
Yeah,
poke
that's
you
like when I go, it's fine, crack, 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 never mind, and I rejoin the others. When I realize making that noise.
Don't be stupid.
Okay. As you guys see in front of you, see two more dead bodies that seems to have large chunks of their flesh haven't been taken out of them physically. And also, Marco, if you could put your character on the board.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Marco, please.
How do I
he's
place
here.
him down?
What's this thing?
That's Boom. Is there a problem with Boom, human?
No, out of character, what is that thing?
It's
Bam.
Boom.
giant cannon.
Oh, it's giant, I got it.
Here.
Okay. Yeah. So what you see in front of you is a disfigured lizard man. With a large flat snout and a stumping tail. Two large serrated claws and several large jagged teeth bearing down on this what's it called, anthropomorphic frog creature. Marco, if you can describe your character.
Do you want me to describe my character?
Yep.
I am a
Yeah.
3-foot tall
Goes
frog,
off
green
mic.
frog.
To describe your character, or are you doing something right now?
Marco's
He's in roll 20.
doing it
I'm
through
roll
roll
20.
20.
Okay, sorry, I muted him on roll 20. Go.
So yeah, I am a 3 feet tall green frog. I have like simple clothings, and I'm pretty old, as you can be. Is that what? Do you guys need anything else, or?
He's speaking.
He's speaking in roll 20.
Okay.
Doggo.
Okay, so
I exclaim, frog!
I
as you
exclaim,
scream out frog,
Fire! And I point at the lizard.
as you scream out frog, you're able to catch this creature's attention for a split second, and Marco is able to try and attack it.
Okay. I attack with my bow staff.
Perception check.
Bam.
Again?
25.
I have to make an option.
Another one. Something
Okay.
else happened. Marco hit. You hit.
Ooh.
A 10.
10 damage.
You deal 10 damage, and this creature already seems to be pretty bloody from your fight with it, and you slam the butt of your quarterstaff into his shoulder blade, and you begins to hear you hear a large cracking noise, and you see it begin to fall underneath you. It is now down.
Hello there.
Do.
Ding dong.
Matthew, Kaylin, let's see. Dog, did you roll perception yet? And Ambrose, did you roll?
Oh, let me quickly roll.
What do
Sorry.
you roll?
I have a critical fail. Natural one.
Yeah.
I just fall on
Okay.
my face.
That I usually do.
Okay. So only Ren and Kaylin are able to hear this from behind, as well as Franco. But
Natural perception.
from behind you guys are able to see several of the wolves are beginning to prowl from this opening and begin to try and stalk you.
Guys, we got company.
So you show us.
Let's help that guy over there first. Then we'll deal with the frog.
Oh, he's dead. Never mind.
What's it called? Franco speaks to him, says, "Agreed. Take those recruits back out. I'll deal with the wolves for now." He begins to try and
Boom! Help
glide
Franco!
past all of you.
You're gonna attempt to kill yourself?
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna take out.
He-
I'm commanding Boom to help out Franco. Well, I'm gonna go.
He'd be
with
shooting
the
through like half of us.
Yeah.
Okay, can I
Just
try
walk
to
past.
roll again for the win?
I want to throw a vial of alchemical acid at one of the wolves.
Okay, I just need to know: are you guys going towards Marco or towards the wolves?
I'm going to.
You know, are you going?
I'm going towards Marco.
Actually, I'll just go towards Marco as well.
Oh, hello there. Oh,
Towards more.
hello there.
I hand you a healing draught after your battle, and you gain 1d8 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
Hurt, right?
Oh, thank you.
So as you guys are helping out, you guys are able to see that within this area, you see other. No one's on. See that.
Can I
You see
start?
other frog-like creatures emerge from the brush.
Can I try to roll stealth so I can get the advantage over them?
Sure, not really in combat right now. They're really more nursing these two humans back here.
Oh wait, do
one
they
of-
see Fend or foe?
It seemed like they don't. Marco isn't really making any aggravated moves against you, and he currently killed one of the odd creatures that was attacking him.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry.
Can I start tying up the lizard?
It's about to attack me, jeez. So, what seems to bring you here?
Bus. And I'm going to like go and tie up the lizard guy.
Oh my.
Sean.
And what?
I'm going to go and tie up the lizard person that Marco just got finished BTFOing.
Marco stood on top of him, so just ignore that. He's now restrained as well as dead, so I guess that's the thing.
I want to search his body.
Okay.
See
Oh my.
what kind of stuff he has on him.
Upon searching his body, he doesn't really seem to be carrying anything at all. Aside from what few scraps of what you could consider to be clothing or most likely rags, he doesn't seem to be carrying any weapons or gold on him. You see a couple tribal necklaces and bracelets are made out of stones and tooth, but they don't really seem to be precious. Actually, make a intelligence check on the bracelets and the necklace.
Intelligence?
Make more history, I guess. Make a history check.
Okay. Disregard that last roll.
So yeah, entirely sure what where the teeth come from or where they would or what creature would create it, but you are able to tell that the stones that are around this beast necklace, they remind you of something you've seen in your dad's laboratory, but you can't exactly pinpoint what it is.
I'm gonna take both the necklace and the bracelet.
You get one unknown necklace and two unknown bracelets.
Why are you stealing?
Is this some kind of tradition or courtesy
No,
that
this
you guys
doesn't seem to be a courtesy. This guy just seems to be stealing. No, why are you stealing? I mean, I'm a goblin and we by nature steal, but even I know I shouldn't steal. Why are you stealing?
Oh, maybe I can use some of this stuff for
Did you ask
some of
the
my
man?
inventions. Plus, he's dead. How am I supposed to ask him?
Oh, wait, he's
I've
dead?
seen this kind of stuff in his workshop. My dad's an artificer, my dude.
He's dead?
He's dead. He's like dead.
No, I'm saying this in character.
He is.
He's
He's dead.
No, he's
dude.
not. I'm gonna kick his body.
Hey,
oh, he
Now
was
he's
dead.
dead.
Now he's dead by now.
I don't see
please
any
be
disrespect.
please be respectful with the dead.
He's not dead though. I am certain he's not dead. He's playing. He is playing dead.
I assure you, he is dead.
All this is happening. You hear the sound of cannon fire, and you hear Franco begin to like stab and kill 3 wolves as they begin to howl in pain.
I'm going to take my rope off the man. I'm going to say, Mr. Frog, what's your name?
Hmm?
What's your name? What
My
are you
name
doing?
is Booney.
Booney? I am
Booney of
Lodosta.
the Gripply tribe.
The Ripley tribe?
Oh, nice. Well, name's pretty long, but my friends just call me Badger.
As the
Friend.
as an animal,
You're not an animal.
One
You're a
will win.
frog.
hmm,
Because animals are dumb, and you're not dumb. Because you can talk.
Who's blowing into their mic?
I have no idea.
Or no.
You're not an animal, Mr. Frog, because animals are dumb, and you're speaking, and that means you're not dumb. So, you're not an animal.
I guess. And how about you, human?
Me?
Okay.
Doggo.
As you guys are discussing this, Franco begins to pop out and say, "Take care of those wolves over there. We should probably start going." And as he says that, Marco, because you have such a high passive perception, you're able to tell that there is another of those lizard things currently hiding in the trees over here, and he is currently eyeing all of you suspiciously, about to pounce.
I throw a dart instinctively in that direction.
Attack.
Not so smart.
Ooh,
27.
natty 20.
The way I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do criticals. Just double the dice.
Double
The dice you roll. Double the dice.
8 plus 5. No,
13.
13.
Yeah, that's a lot. This guy, you see him poke out between the leaves. And you throw a dart, and it lands. It lands almost near dead center on his neck. He clutches the spot where he hit him. He begins to gargle blood. He begins to sputter out a bit, and he's going to go and
Sean,
go off into the forest.
Sean, do we
With his movement.
double the dice roll, or do we just roll 2 dice?
Double the amount of dice you roll. So if you roll like 1d4, you roll 2d4 instead.
Okay.
Okay. So Franco begins to look at the trees and say, "Try out. We have more than these mangy wolves in this area." He begins to cock his head over to this section. He begins to walk over the dead bodies of the wolves.
I'm going to take my rope off of the creature.
Out of character. Did whoever do that? Did they just one shot it?
No, it's still alive. It's
No.
bleeding profusely from the neck, though, which is not good.
You all
I'll
should be
guess I'll
careful
go
around
help
these places.
him out.
It's kind of infested with lizards.
Okay.
What's wrong
The
with
two humans
lizards?
in the group
Lizards
seem
are
to
cute
be.
because you can eat the tails, and the tail is really delicious. Or do you mean the lizard men? Which one do you
The
mean?
lizard folks, big,
Oh, the
big
lizard men.
lizards.
Those aren't cute. Those are disgusting.
Yeah, I can go over here to help him out. I can also roll stealth to kind of like go over here to not be seen if there's anything over there.
Yeah, can you roll stealth?
Swear to God, if the dice gods screw me over once again. 24.
Okay, so with your stealth, you can make it. Where do you want to go? I'll make
Like,
a.
in this within areas, it's like scout out, basically.
Okay, so what you're able to see in that area, I'll say you can see that much ish. Yeah,
You want me
see
to roll
that much.
perception?
Not you don't need a real perception per se, but you are currently hiding in the trees. You can't go on the ground yet because that's in broad daylight. You are able to see a couple of more wolves scattered about, seemingly alerted to the presence of the howls and their brethren. Several of them seem to be lining across this area, and more of them seem to be approaching and trying to stealth into the brush. And they, yeah, you see a couple of them begin to worm their way into the brush, and
Okay, come back over and tell this guy there's more coming. Someone in the brush, and wherever they're coming from.
cool. Let's see. From there, when you go up to greet Franco, you see him. He's currently attempting to skin the wolf sort of pelts currently. Not really doing too good of a job. Most of the pelts seem to be either tattered or unfit for wear, but they still have gained some pelts from these skinned wolves.
Wait, do I see that he's collecting pelts?
Yes. Actually, you're all. I'm gonna move something for you guys.
Yeah, I just tell him, this guy, that there's more coming from the bush and wherever they're going to be coming from. And I go back into my little hiding area, ready to pounce on one of them.
I'm also gonna call
Okay,
Boom like a dog to like be by my heel.
May I ask Badger if like what's their purpose of being here?
I'm not too sure, to be honest. You just kind of
We're doing
got
GGG stuff.
shut in the eyes, and now we're
We're doing
Sure, I guess.
G stuff. It's really fun. It's G and a G and a G and I think there's another G there. Maybe another G. There's a lot of G's. We're doing G stuff.
G's.
It's like 5 G's.
You see Franco.
Like 3 G's.
Oh, it's like 3, 5. I don't know. It's something like that. You know. We're just doing G.
Okay. It's about now that Franco begins to interject and say, hello there, native. You may be familiar with the GGG Corporation, but we are currently attempting to reestablish this base camp, as well as improve our relations with your noble people. You guys bend down to you. Your friends and the captured humans are being tended to within the safety of our vehicle. If you would like, we would be honored if you could help us liberate this land from these beasts and these abominations. And he kind of points to this odd creature.
So you want to take care of the lizard folk in this area?
Yes. Also, from Marco, from what you could tell, that lizard folk that you fought wasn't natural. Like, it's either extremely deformed or it's something that you haven't seen before.
So it's not like it's an abnormality.
Yeah, it's abnormal. It's an anomaly.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're not moving. Okay. Sure. I would like to help out, since this is also causing trouble for my tribe.
I'll be honored. Now, if you'd like, we can start going through this choke point and see how many of these wolves we can take on before one of us fall. You can line up.
Wait, he did acknowledge where I told the wolves are going to be coming from, or might be coming, right?
He acknowledged it, and he also begins to tell all of you. Several of the woods have been spotted around the flanks of this choke point here and here. It's likely several more are either hiding or about ready to ambush us further down the road. I'm going to I'm going to give these gentlemen medical
why
attention.
not
So you
burn
guys can
down the
start clearing out the
forest?
front.
So why?
Again?
What if we burn down the forest?
We burn down this area. We would expose the what's it called? We would expose the outpost as well as destroy resources we could be using for the outpost. And he
Oh.
kind of points off in the direction, and you're able.
Are you using fire?
Oh, we're not supposed to use fire for this operation. We're supposed to be going. We're supposed to liberate this outpost. And he points in the distance. You're able to see a sliver of this outpost.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's fine.
So do we need to roll initiative, or because I'm ready to pounce on one of them to get my extra d6 damage?
Purpose of this, I will say this is more of a surprise round. So y'all can just in a marching order, and do. Let's see. If we roll initiative now, so after the surprise round, we can just get into it.
Where do I roll for initiative?
This is the only
Click your
time I would
token,
use the
open-
bad dice.
Token before you do the initiative roll.
So what do I click on my token?
So open up your character sheet, click on your token, and then click initiative. And we'll assign. I'll change your character.
20 in the first one.
Oh, you have a 20. I saw that.
Okay, I'm in the character sheet. Where do I go then?
You see where it says initiative?
Yeah.
Click on your token and then click on the initiative button.
Am I shown or?
1, and then my actual boom should be 16. And I should be at 1.
I got a 20 for initiative, I think, right?
Click on your token and then click on initiative.
There you go.
Dang it, so I'm gonna reroll initiative. Does that work?
You have to click on your token. Oh yeah, it worked.
He's there.
Ooh,
Why is my name
shit.
showing?
Booty got a nat 20 though, so he's going first.
What?
Nat 20, so he's like 9, 9, 9, 9,
Yeah.
9.
9, and I have negative 9.
And that's the current combat order. Boom got
Wait,
16.
Hold up, Boom.
Okay.
Boom had a 16 because the first one was a critical fail for me, and then also a 16 for him.
Why is my
Okay.
stuff showing? Like, why does it say OR, don't write a character, and it's on turn on?
Okay, everyone make a perception check with advantage because you have the general idea of where these creatures are. Doggo is the only one who gets a clear sight of them, and he's currently relaying them to you verbally where they are.
That would be a 20.
But do I still need to roll perception or no?
Doggo, you don't need to. You know generally where they are.
And why is my
22.
thing saying my stuff like OR? Character.
Marco, when you press to roll the ability scores, it automatically rolls advantage perception. So you don't
Oh, I
have to
already
roll it
did.
twice.
I don't have to
Oh,
do it
really?
twice.
Oh, okay. It's just
Yeah.
18.
Out of chat. Okay, so it's 18, 9, 12. We'll full start with you roll.
20.
Okay. And I'll go with your roll. Well, Doggo, you already saw him, so yeah, you're good. Yeah, everyone except for Badger and Matthew are able to see them right now.
There's only 3 wolves, right?
But you can tell. You're not sure. Some of them could have stealthed beyond your reach. Yeah.
Should I roll perception to see if I'm able to find them really quick?
You can see them. You know where they are generally, and you can start attacking if you want. Well, everyone except for Badger and Matthew gets to act in this surprise round because they can't really see where they are.
Okay,
What do you guys want to do in this surprise round? This is all happening at
I'll
once.
pounce that one.
I am going to order Boom to shoot this one, and then I'm going to shoot this one. That's right behind it.
Roll.
Okay. Boom has a 19. Does that hit?
You roll.
19 for boom.
It's
Hits.
roll damage.
He will deal 16 damage.
16 damage.
16.
Okay.
Okay, so I just click for that.
Okay. You deal 16 damage, and this. You hear a thunderous appear from this miniature cannon, as the arcane signals begin to swirl around it, and it begins to charge up a beam of force energy as it launches off into this wolf, killing it.
Oh.
Who wants to do next this first round? It's all happening at once.
I'll go next.
So wait, how much damage do I deal to that wolf, or did I miss?
Oh, Doggo, what'd you roll?
That?
Doggo, you miss. Okay. Marco, what are you doing?
So, is this alive?
This human is dead. This wolf is alive.
Okay, so I'm gonna check this wolf
Okay, so I'm gonna attack this wolf
quarterstaff.
with my quarterstaff.
Walker, you
again.
might want to mute yourself in the Discord because I can hear you twice.
Oh gosh, but then people will hear.
Oh gosh, but then people won't hear.
I got a 10.
I got a 10, by the way.
To hit at. So you've been swinging with a quarterstaff, but you're finding that all this focus took you off balance for a bit with thinking about what it could possibly be, and as you begin to swing down, you hit off to the dirt side.
Can I use my bonus action to use martial arts and punch it?
Roll to attack.
12.
Hold on, let me play music while this is happening because it's been too quiet for too long, and I can finally switch music.
So it hits.
It misses. As you begin to try and carry your momentum to the side, as you slam your staff to the ground, leap up and try and kick its back, but you miss it by just a hair.
Okay. I also can use as my action an actual attack because my cannon only uses a bonus action at hand. So
It's a bonus action, yes.
I'm going to shoot this guy with my light crossbow. So let me subtract my bolts. Okay.
Okay. Roll to attack.
+4. That is a natural 20.
That hits, double the dice.
Okay. The bow deals 2d8 damage. Not the modifier, just the dice. So that's 11 damage.
Okay. This wolf, you shoot. Are you shooting this wolf?
Yes.
Are you shooting Ambrose?
That
one.
wolf.
Okay, yeah. Shoot, and aim directly at its head. You're able to pierce the majority of its skull, but in the nick of time, is able to attempt to deflect the arrow. Now it's sticking off center to its side and is bleeding profusely. You can see bits of bone and meat scar its face. It's now the wolf's turn, and I'm going. Let's add initiative to you. Add to initiative. Please let me add to initiative. Okay. Well, let me add to initiative. Please let me add. Okay, so the wolves are all going to go on their own turn, and I'm going to roll for them. They're going to get 16 for that. Okay. Okay, so now the surprise round is over, and now regular initiative happens. Marco, it's your turn again.
I attacked the same wolf that I missed.
Okay, roll, attack.
$22.
Hits. Roll damage.
7.
Okay, 7 damage. slam into this tail's back. As you begin to straighten yourself up, you sweep for his legs, and you hear a faint when you hit it. It's like you have a bonus action rest.
Yeah. Is it dead or alive?
Still alive.
Yep. I roll 18.
That hits. Hits.
I smack it with 6 damage.
Yeah. Taking the momentum from your swing, you begin to turn around and you slap it using your back foot, kicking as hard as you can. And that you hear it whimper one last time as it falls to the ground, dead.
Good job, Froggy.
The doggo, it's your turn.
Yeah, I triple hit that one. The one that's left when it's going trigger.
Okay. Roll.
And I add in another d6.
Why?
My class, remember?
Not sneak
You don't-
attacking though.
You don't have sneak attack. Your sneak attack only
Do
applies
not-
when you get advantage if all of us are gangbanging it, or if you're actually sneaking.
I'm sneaking in the tree.
When you
Oh, you shot. No, you shot from the tree. You broke yourself.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Sorry.
You could have used the bonus action to hide again, but you didn't specify, so I'm not letting you do it.
Ah, sorry. Yeah, that hits and half. I deal how much?
Roll damage.
How do I do that again?
Click on the chat where it says short bow. Click on the short bow. The word short bow. Yeah, 7. Okay, you deal 7 piercing damage. Similar thing. You shoot. Your aim is true, and you shoot it right into his torso. You hear it begin to whimper. You see an arrow begin to bleed off the side of his shoulder blade. Now it's the wolf's turn.
He took 18 damage.
18? Wait,
It
this
was
guy. Wait, this
11.
character?
No, that
Oh,
one.
it's this one. I thought you were shooting this one. Okay. You shooting this one?
No, that right. Tackle?
Yeah, I'm shooting the wise one. There's no point shooting at a corpse. But yeah, I'm shooting that one.
Yeah, he's still up. This is the one you killed. Ambrose, you killed the one behind him.
With boom, and then I shot the one in front of him. Because boom
Okay.
did his I believe if I'm correct, 16 damage against the
It's
one
16
behind him.
damage.
And then I did
And he
11
did.
damage.
How much damage did you do?
I did 11
He
damage.
did 7 damage to me. This guy's already down. So the wolf already had an arrow stuck in his eye. It gets another arrow into his torso, and that's enough for it to keel over and die.
Okay, I jumped down and retrieved the arrow I shot at it.
That's retrieving an arrow would be an action. You can jump down and just move it over there if you want.
Oh wait, no, I still remember there's still more wolves in the area, so I'm gonna do that after. Can I roll perception to... Wait, is combat over?
No?
Oh, sorry, never.
The wolves that were hidden from sight are now going to pounce on you and to remove them from the GM overlay.
This is The Witcher 3.
Yes, it is the Witcher 3 music.
Okay.
Okay, so the wolves that were hidden from sight are going to now reveal themselves. Let me put them to token layer. Let's get on token layer. They're going to spring out from their ambush positions. They're going to both attack. Doggo, are you on the ground? Are you on the ground now, Doggo, or what?
No, I'm still in the tree.
The tree. Okay. They're gonna run through the choke point, and they're both gonna take swipes at Moldrofla, and boom. Then a pair of them is going to run up through the brush, and they are going to attack Marco, who's on the ground currently.
Yeah.
I can get that right there. So two of them are currently flanking each other, so they get advantage on their attacks. They're gonna roll. This one's gonna hit. I got a crit against Woljolfa for the first wolf. Then the second wolf rolled a 2, so they're gonna miss.
I don't think the crit hits.
The first-
TBH.
Oh.
No, it hits.
Maybe. Let me see. I'm gonna roll damage for them. He's gonna try and bite you. He's gonna deal. damage as he bites into you.
That's going to knock me out.
Oh damn.
Okay, from there, the wolf next to you is gonna kind of look around his area. He's gonna try and bite. Boom. Does Boom have his own HP point? Oh, he has his own armor class. Yeah. He's going to try and attack Boom. He's 18 armor class. Misses. The wolf attempts to bite into the concrete and slash metal contraption. Succeeds in doing so, but in doing so, he's just beginning to gnaw on it. The two that are attacking Marco, they have pack tactics and they're next to each other, so they get advantage. The 16B armor class.
No.
Okay. This is a. What is that?
There you go.
21B armor class.
A 1?
21.
21.
Oh, 21, yes.
Okay. They are going to do 1 point of piercing damage as they bite into you.
1 point of piercing
Okay.
damage.
Now make a strength saving throw as he's going to try and grapple you.
Strength save.
He's gonna try and knock you prone. Yeah. Same with 11.
11.
You just beat it. So as this dog begins to try and bite at your skin, he's trying to ragdoll you and push you to the ground. You're able to use your staff and whack him off your arm. Now it's Boom's turn, but because Woljotha is knocked out, he's unable to do anything. Badger, what are you gonna try and do?
I'm gonna throw a vial of. If I throw a vial of acid at one, use a bonus action to hand. Oh, never mind.
Go for
I'm
it.
just gonna throw a healing draught down. Put a healing draught in Costa.
Okay, roll for the health.
It's 2 health.
Nice. Woljotha, you're back up after receiving some aid. You wake up, you feel a odd consistency hit your lips as you begin to wake up. You seem to be, your body and you seem to have somehow repaired themselves. You're back in the fray. Ren, what are you gonna try and do?
Matthew?
Matthew?
Is his mic acting up again?
Probably. I'd recommend trying to use roll 20. It might be better.
Okay, we'll say Ren holds us in for now. We'll get back to. Well, Jotha, you're back up. It's now your turn. We'll hold on Ren's turn for now.
So it's my turn?
So, Jotha, what do you get to do?
I'm going to like breathe heavily, look around me, and then sort of like, I don't want to join Magloop yet, and just run off into the forest.
You gotta hide over there? Okay.
Yeah.
When you hide over there,
Attack of opportunity though?
I have a nimble escape, so
yes,
I
there's
can,
the.
I can use it as a bonus action and then actually hide with my action. See what I'm going to do.
Oh, okay.
Are you using your bonus action to disengage or to
Yeah.
hide?
I'm using my bonus action to disengage and my action to go hide.
Okay, and you run and hide. Okay, make a stealth check then.
I got a 13.
Actually, hold up. They saw all with disadvantage because they're looking at you as you go into the bush.
It is a 6 then.
Yeah. Okay, cool. After that, Ryan, are you back in? You just want to type in what you're doing?
He just left.
Did he get his thing to connect?
Oh?
I can hear you. Cool.
Okay, that was so weird.
You can take your turn now if you want.
Okay. Okay, I'll go next to here, and then I'll pull out my rapier and then okay.
What are you doing?
I'm going to go next to Marco and attack. Grab out my rapier and attack a wolf.
You're gonna attack this wolf.
That's that one. Yeah.
Okay, roll the attack.
Wait. Would I just click ice, or do I have to create?
Say that again.
Not claws. What? Sorry, wrong thing. There you
Good.
go. 6.
That hits. Yeah. Full damage.
Alright, click the wrong.
You got damage the rapier yet?
Wait, sorry, that wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Go. I do 6.
Okay. Oh, you do
Alright,
6
that
damage.
Everything kind of just froze for a second.
Yeah, you're good. You stand up next to Booney and you thrust your rapier into one of the wolves. You strike it into his stomach, and you're able to hear it growl at your attack. It's now Booney's turn.
It's my turn. I'm here to kick booty.
The one with the red mark is the one that's been hurt. That's
Okay.
not. The other one is
Good
not
Marco.
hurt.
I'm gonna attack this one. The one that's not hurt.
Okay, roll. Hits.
25.
Are these
Guys.
NPCs doing nothing?
Are you? Oh, okay. You deal 9 damage. Okay. So you deal 9 damage
That's
to
9.
it.
I don't know what
You
this plus.
because you got a crit on your second one. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you slam your quarter staff into the wolf's hide. It buckles underneath it, and it lets kind of give way. Still staring at you and snarling. What are you gonna do? Another
And then I
bonus attack.
slap it.
Okay, roll.
Slap it.
It's
Slap the mongrel.
18 damage.
It's another 9.
yeah. Well, like its predecessor, its legs begin to buckle, and then you uppercut it using your flipper. And the force of the flipper, actually slapping it with its, is able to throw it off balance and. It's now Doggo's turn.
Dirty dogs.
Doggo, what are you doing? Doggo, are you here? Doggo?
Dog is not in the chat.
Oh, it's not in voice chat anymore. What?
Yeah. Nor is he in
Okay.
the roll 20.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. If you guys go AFK during combat, I'm just gonna make you guys take the dodge action, and you guys are gonna stay in place for now. So he forfeits his turn. It is now... Wolves disappeared. It's supposed to be Wolf's turn now, but that's weird. That's because I deleted his avatar and replaced it with a dead wolf, that's why. Oh, turn... He's in this order. He got 17 or something. I don't know. So it's now the wolf's turn. They see what's happening. The two wolves over here see how much damage you guys are doing to the pack, and they're going to begin to flee. They can go.
Wait, they're disengaging.
Please.
Are they disengaging?
They're not. No one's in melee range with them because you disengaged with them.
I'm talking about,
They're
They're gonna
I'm
go off.
talking about Doggo.
The cannon.
Also
Yeah,
the
this
cannons
wolf. This wolf here.
And then there's me right here.
The cannon gets of attack. Let's say Marco gets an attack of opportunity on this wolf as he tries to leave. He's gonna disengage. This wolf here is gonna disengage, and this wolf's gonna disengage, and they're both going to run as fast as they can outside of the reach. Wolf who got here is able to move out in the cover, and the wolf here is also able to move out of the cover, and the wolf here is able to duck out. The combat has now ended with several wounded stragglers. Okay, so combat has now ended. Several wolves now lay dead, bare at your feet. Looking around you, you're able to see that there are several other dead twins in this area, with several large chunks taken out of them. Everyone make a nature check.
A what? Nature check. Also, question of Sean.
Nature.
Sean.
Such un.
Sean.
18.
Sean.
Okay.
Are you muted?
Collectively as a group, you guys are all able to tell the chunks that were taken out of humans. There are some portions of it that do seem like they were chunks taken out by the actual wolves themselves. You're able to tell by these large unclean dirt chunks that have been ripped out. They seem to have come from the odd lizard folk you saw back over here area. Okay.
Question.
By the time the majority of this has subsided,
Sean.
you can go.
Albaros has a question.
Ambrose?
The gold pieces I had before, those aren't. I still have. I have like the 2 I spent to get the pie back in session 0. I still have those, as well as the.
You get those back.
And the crossbow bolts. Okay.
Yeah, everyone's starting off with their base equipment from what session 0 was essentially.
Okay.
As well as the items I gave them during the backstory. Okay, so by the time all this is done, Franco's been able to nurse some of these twins to better health. They still seem worse wear. They still kind of they've been have patches all over them. They seem to be soaked with blood. The other Gripply monks seem to be better. They seem to have just minor bruises and minor tears into them. But they were able to more or less out. Okay.
I don't want to join the group yet.
That. Okay. Rico is going to turn to your group and say, "All mind scouting out ahead. You should with how you dispatch those wolves, you should have no problem clearing out their den. Where they were going is probably somewhere in this direction." He points over here. Still need to tend to these wounded.
I don't. Can I join the wounded? I don't want to join the group yet, just yet. or ever. So
Were you so scared, little girl? Isn't this the deal we made with Captain?
I got bit very hard, and I saw Muglubiet. I don't want to see Muglubiet. Muglubiet's bad. So
stand behind your other friends in this area. We had a deal, and this is part of the deal to help me out with this situation. Looks to everyone else and says, "All of you, all try and find the source of their dead, try to extinguish it so that we can stop being harassed at night." Okay. That's what I'm trying to do now. He's still tending to their wounds. You see him go in and out of the large bus, bringing them inside to take care of them.
Can I try to
Want us to kill more wolves?
Can I
Yes, he
treat
wants you to go
Ambrose's wounds?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Do I do a health check or?
If you want, you can try and use your item, or if you want, medicine roll is only really worth to stabilize someone. It is not really stabilized. He's already stabilized.
I bring out my trusty healing staff and summon a good berry for him.
Nice.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
give me a
Here,
good berry.
That direction.
feed on this, he will gain some health from nature.
What is this?
This is fruits from nature. They heal very well.
But you just made it in your hand.
My kind practices with the nature. We learn many things.
Are you an elf? Like in frog skin?
Oh no. We are frogs who like become one with nature.
I'm gonna eat
You
what he
came
gave
to
me.
me.
I'm going to eat what you gave me.
Ah, okay. He eats my good berry.
How much does that heal again?
1 point.
1 point.
Yeah, 1 point.
Don't you make 10 of those? Just give them all to me.
I can't make that much.
Marco, I DM'd you something. Read it.
I thought good berry.
Oh, I can.
I thought
never
I thought
mind.
the spell
Here.
good berry made 3.
That's here's 10 good berries.
I'll just eat them all. Because it's pretty tasty. I was like, thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome. That's like 10 hit points right there.
Okay. So after taking moments reprieve, you don't really. All your passive perceptions combined, even Marco's, you're unable to hear any of the wolf sounds tracking you at this point. Seem to have gone off somewhere. What are you guys gonna try and do?
I am going to, with Boom in front of me, go down this way.
Okay. When you reach that area, you're able to see a path that leads further in. As well as a path leading down, a path that ends up here.
I'm gonna tell Boom to fire at the wolf.
Where?
Fire at the wolf.
Okay. The wolf doesn't currently notice your presence. Make an attack roll.
That is for him. Not rolling, thank you. That's a 23.
Hits. Damage.
That will add on with 11 damage.
11. Your Boom begins to charge up its arcane energy again, and as the force power begins to swell inside of it, it's able to unleash all of it in a single blast. You see it, and the wolf. The wolf gets pushed 5 feet, I believe, from Boom's description. He gets pushed 5 feet.
Does he get pushed 5 feet?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what gave him.
I don't remember
That's character
him
stats.
being able to push someone back 5 feet with the force ballista.
Look on his character sheet I gave you. It should be under the description. Click his force attack or his force bolt, I think.
On a successful hit, a creature is pushed back. Okay. Yeah, then he's pushed back 5 feet.
He's pushed 5 feet away. I'll let you choose the direction you can push him in, but he's gonna get pushed in one direction.
Get over here.
You gotta push him towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets pushed 5 feet towards you then. As the force shot begins to swirl and travel towards the wolf kind of turns towards it. And the wolf attempts to dodge out of the way. As he begins to try and duck down, the force energy hits him, hits his hindquarters, he leaps forward and he yelps. At the same time, you hear another saw off in towards this corner. You hear and you hear the slicing of another wolf, and you see you hear a large clattering, similar to what you've heard over here, in this direction. You hear another wolf bark in anger and begins to run out towards your direction. Upon seeing you, he's gonna stop. Everyone can roll initiative again if they want to try and kill it. Anyone who wants to join the initiative can. Point.
Since Boom is a bonus action, can I also use my action to fire a crossbow bolt? Sean?
Okay.
Not so bad.
There you go.
Doggo, are you here still or no?
Doggo's not here. He's not even in the chat.
I'm gonna say Doggo's gonna be watching from behind all of you.
He is
Initiative
rusty.
is not
Sean.
working.
Friend, click on your token and then click initiative.
Sean. Sean.
Oh wow. Okay, fine. Dang.
I'll give you the 15. I'll give you the 15.
Sean.
Yeah. Rolthosa, what happened?
Since boom is a bonus action, can I use my action to also shoot my crossbow? Okay. So that's a d20 plus I think a 6, so 16.
Like, does Boom get his
No,
own
it's
initiative,
14.
or is he just part of your turn?
He's part of my boom is a part of my turn.
Oh. Okay, then I'll just say that Boom's your initiative is the same as Boom's.
Okay.
So just roll one initiative in the future.
Okay.
Yeah, you and Boom are taking their turn right now. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to command Boom to shoot the one he just got finished firing at, and I'm also going to shoot my crossbow at the one that just came in. So for
Okay.
Boom, he
Roll
will
to
get
hit.
a 10, and I have a 7.
Would you roll a hit again?
He got a 10, I got a 7.
Misses, and what'd you get?
A 7.
You also miss.
Okay.
So coming back from the brink of life and getting exposed to these new sights and sounds, you're momentarily distracted by the good berries and the magical feeling you're getting inside that you have not since felt since making Boon ever making Boon. That distraction is just enough for your aim to be off kilter and for your direction over Boom to be slightly off, and they both whiz into the forest, hitting nothing. And it's your turn.
I grab my bow and I fire an arrow at the wolf.
Okay, roll to hit. Which one? I'm assuming hitting this one.
Oh.
It misses.
I
Well, still not entirely okay with what's going on. You met with new people, and you're currently just being given an assignment to just hunt down the wolves. Well, your mind's often wandering off another place as your aim fails you and you miss the wolf.
I don't
Now-
like this. I don't like.
It's now this wolf's turn. He's going to look around his surroundings, and he's going to turn around behind him. He's going to try and run off in this direction, playing all the while. He's going to make a stealth check against everyone's passive perception. And let's see. Goes on in the fight. You guys are not in the fight. Okay. Yeah. Marco, you were able obscured though, so that's gonna be +5. Even with the +5. So Marco, through the brush, you're able to tell that this wolf is beginning to shimmy underneath a log and try and catapult himself into the thick brush. You're able to keep an eye on him though, and he's still revealed to you in this area. Everyone else does not know where this. Everyone else does not know where this fox went, or wolf went. Now it is Badger's turn. What are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna run forward up to here
Okay.
and yeah, I'm gonna throw another vial of alchemical acid at this wolf. So
Okay.
let's make a dex save.
Okay. Just gonna roll. Does a 12. What does a 12 save?
Oh, he fails. DC is 14.
Damn.
He takes 4 damage.
Damage. Yeah, the alchemical fire.
Acid. I did acid.
Alchemical acid The bottle breaks over its pelt and it seeps into his wounds. The wolf begins to sporadically break itself, and it dies.
Yikes.
Big sad.
Sad, yes. I'll change out
Small
your
sad.
avatar. Small sad.
That's bad.
Okay.
That's bad.
Sad.
Booney, it's your turn.
It's my turn. So I know where
Know where this wolf is, yes.
this wolf is. I'm gonna shoot a dart at it.
It's a crit success roll.
Dart. Crit.
11
Die,
damage.
fool.
Yeah, so you throw a dart through the several layers of trees and forests. You're able to hit it square in the back of the head, killing it.
And then I'll use my movement to go like right here.
Step over. That was it. Everything is now dead. See. That is close enough to that direction.
Can I retrieve my
Say-
dart?
Yeah, I can try and retrieve your dart.
Cool.
Marco, with a passive perception, you're able to hear towards this direction. As your line of sight begins to increase, you hear a shifting going through the brush. It's emanating from this direction somewhere.
Okay.
You also
I
hear,
believe there's.
you also hear faint whimpers coming from this direction, like animalistic noises.
I'm gonna tell the group, hey guys, I believe there's another intruder in this direction and more wolves in that direction.
Would you all give me a minute, because I kind of want to get something better on me before I continue on fighting like this. Something that's not gonna have me killed, so quickly. So just a minute, and I'm gonna go off into the forest over here
Okay.
and put on my leather armor.
Okay. Cool. It takes a minute to doff your current armor, to don your leather armor.
Yep.
You're good.
You increase my AC by 2.
Okay. So now, guys, what are you guys gonna do now?
We
I'm gonna.
still wanted to kill more.
I'm just gonna like throw some piles of dirt and ashes on the dead wolves, like a little traditional, like prayer for them.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So you guys gonna keep pushing forward?
Afraid we must.
Where you guys gonna try and walk to?
I see. I'm gonna go investigate the intruder in
Okay.
that direction.
Well, as you get towards about here, make a perception check because you're looking for this guy.
Perception.
That's not enough. Well, continue to hear this faint rumbling in the trees, but you also hear this faint clattering noise emanating just all around you. It seems. You don't really hear anything, but you see a bit of drool just fall down right in front of you. You look up and you see one of the odd lizard men. Said for him, he has the same he has the same enlarged. Okay, that's not wrong. Same enlarged talons. But this one seems to be more slim and have a whip-like tail to him. He's going to now try and attack you with his tail.
Okay.
Does an 8 hit you?
No, it doesn't hit.
He's gonna try and drop down. He's going to try and grapple you now. So make a contested athletics or acrobatics check.
I will make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, that's a
Crit.
well, he attempts to dive down on you and tries to grab you using his elongated claws. As he begins to swipe, you're able to jump up past him and misses. And what do you want to do now? He's still about to try and take another swipe at you.
Do I get a chance to fight back?
You can punch. You can try and attack him now.
Okay. I'm gonna try and sweep his legs with my quarterstaff.
That hits. Roll damage.
18.
That hits. What damage?
10 damage.
You sweep his legs in the staff, and you actually hear it. He begins to almost falls prone, but he's able to catch himself with the end of his tail.
And then bonus action, try slap it down.
Roll initiative.
It's a crit.
My modifiers alone. He's now dead. So after sliding in to attack to buckle his legs, you just come down with your flipper and push his head to the ground at extreme speeds, and he's now dead. From what you can tell, you now hear a large rustle in this direction, and then after a few seconds, it just suddenly becomes quiet. What do you want to do now? This guy is now dead. Doesn't seem to have anything on him other than another set of necklaces around his neck.
I shout out to the gnome. Hey Badger, do you still need these necklaces?
Yeah, if you can just those up and get them to me, that'd be great. Thanks.
Okay, I collect them and throws more dust, ashes on it.
Okay. At this point, the animalistic calls you heard from in this direction have now ceased. What do you want to do now? Still need to make it towards the outpost. This is your final destination, but you still hear the cry of animals cease in this direction.
I cannot see your things, your signals.
Huh?
Hold left click when you get the bubble.
See it?
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so you're still meant to go in this direction to try and secure whatever path is left here. And you also heard animalistic whimperings coming from that direction. What do you guys want to do now?
Whipper.
Oh?
Ed, you said
Animal whimpering.
Yeah. You heard animal noises go here. It fell silent just a second ago. And you also know there's still a path leading towards the entrance to this outpost.
Have I donned my armor?
By this point, you have donned your leather armor.
Okay.
You guys want to go now?
I think we should go.
There's no more animal noises here, right?
No, not from what we can tell. You heard a large shuffling in this direction, but it seems to have stopped. And then the noises that were from this direction have fell silent.
I think we should keep focus and head to the outpost because that's what we're supposed to do. And I would think we should keep to what we're supposed to do a bit more.
Should we ask your leader or that big guy or something?
basically.
I feel like we're wasting time if we do that though, and he's kind of busy, so I think we should just continue on to the outpost.
Hmm. Okay. How about you, Badger? What do you feel like we should do?
I'm not really sure. I'm still not too sure why we're here. Why these guys can't do it by itself, but let's just go this way, I guess.
I'm gonna start heading down towards this way.
Cool.
I'll follow suit.
Guys.
I agree with my brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lead the way. I don't know where you guys' base is.
You guys continue to go down. The path continues to be there.
I'll go behind you.
Once you make it to this area, you're able to see another dead end here. Okay.
I'm going to take out a gold piece and then like flip it.
I pull out my.
That is a heads. So I am.
You what?
going to- I'm just gonna. I pulled out a gold piece and flipped it, and it's a heads. So I'm going to go to the left.
You're going there. Everyone make perception check.
That's going to be d20 plus 2.
Perception.
20. It's a guilty 20.
Ambrose got 20.
Guilty. It's a guilty
13.
20.
Let's see. Yeah. Entering this small area, there doesn't really seem to be any use for it. It seems to be relatively untouched. What Ambrose is able to see is that there are the majority of the flora and fauna here seems to be more condensed, and there seems to be several unique bugs he has not seen in this area before.
Unique bugs?
New unique bugs and insects just crawling around.
I'm,
A really tightly condensed thicket around you.
Can I try to catch some of them?
Make a acrobatics check to see if you can swipe it.
Okay, acrobatics is a +2.
Can I
That's a
also
critical
try?
fail. Actual one.
Yeah. Okay, you can also try if you want.
Oh yeah. I love catching bugs. 13.
Yeah, you catch one.
Don't eat it.
Among one of these, as you attempt to swipe a bug, accidentally set it on a course towards Mi's hand. This flies into his hand thanks to you.
Don't eat it.
Okay. From there, Booney, you are able to catch a small beetle-like insect. It is mostly black with several dark blue markings dotting around the outer edges of its shell, as well as a pale underbelly.
Don't eat it.
Blue
Don't eat it. Can I have it?
dots.
Okay, that's all you guys really see. Oh, you guys want to try? What you guys gonna do now?
Mooney, can I have it? And don't eat it because I know frogs like to eat bugs. So don't eat it and give it to me.
What an
Please?
interesting little thing.
Could you give it to me?
I place it onto the little goblin's hand.
Okay. It just kind of walks around Tulsa's hand, unsure what to do really.
I'm going to try to see if I can slowly put it with my thieves' tools. Because do the thieves' tools come in like a small little kit or box? Sean?
So,
Do the thieves' tools, do they come like with a small box or no?
I mean, yeah, they have a small container, I would say.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to see if I can like get some of the items out, put them in my pocket, and then guide the bug into the thieves' tools.
You're able to do that, sure.
Okay. And I'll just close the case and also get a tiny bit of water.
At this time, Rico and Doggo have returned from taking care of the people on the bus. He gestures to you and says, "You lot did a fine work back there, clearing those wolves. Find the den yet?"
Come again?
You guys did a good job clearing those wolves. Did you find the den yet?
The den?
These wolves surely came out somewhere.
Oh, we were going to the outpost.
Should we order the?
If you lot want, you can continue on to the outpost, and I can me and humans on the bus can head out for the remaining den. Points out this path towards you.
I would like to go to the outpost.
You're free to if you do.
I'm
What is
proud
that?
to
I
do
would as well. Tired of this.
And he looks towards Marco's character and says, "And you there, native? You're welcome to stay at the outpost as well, for as long as you like, until your fellows have been well rested." Doggo then begins to follow you guys, and he begins to return to the bus.
Doggo's also still not here.
Yes. Okay. So you guys begin to approach the outpost. You see a large ballista stacked on the rightmost shoulder on a slight incline, along with a gunner watching your every step. You also see a polearm master standing on guard next to you. In the front, you see a man in tight, woven black robes and several pieces of chainmail just finished around his sides. You also see a small indentation in his shirt collar. I think that seems to spell out something, but you're not able to tell. You get within earshot of him, calls out to all of you, and he says, "Hello there, my name is Tegan Vazard. I am the Vazard. I'll send you guys the thing here. And I am the wharf master of this watchtower. I assume you have come with the expedition to clear out from our trails, yes?"
Yes. It's clear the beast. Yes.
He kind of eyes Woljotha a bit, and he acknowledges the purple band around her torso, kind of slightly obscured by the leather armor, but still visible. He says, "Come this way." He begins to lead you guys into the barrack inside. From there, leads you inside, and he leads you into a large barracks area.
Barracks.
He leads you into a barracks area. He also shows you the way to the small pass. If this would work, that'd be good. It shows you this way to a winding path that begins here, winds down into this small cavern. Takes you to the barracks. And in it, you see a small band of warriors who've been occupying this space for a time. They have taken over this side of the bunk bed, and their stuff is currently either on their person or hidden underneath their beds. Wharfmaster Tegan and walks in. Says, Lot will be sharing your. Turns to you. He turns to the already living event mercenaries. It says, your crew will be settling in with expedition number 2. Last one who came in with you. Settle into these beds here, and prepare, and do not get in the way of the earlier deployment's departure. We'll be leaving shortly, so we'll be taking on their duties after that. We'll continue forth into the heart of this island, and find out more about those strange lizard men I'm sure you have encountered, as well as securing resources that that are within our current territory. Looks at Booney and says, "Native, just know that we are not encroaching on your territory, and we respect your sovereignty. However, if you would like, we would be most honored to have received your aid in helping us explore and perhaps even guide us through these dangerous paths as we care for your brethren."
I shall help with the aggression around the area, but you must also understand our pact between each other.
I understand. I only wish that you help us guide us through these tumultuous jungles that you call home.
Okay.
He then leads you out, and he takes you to this area. He leads you out. He takes you. What?
Can I roll insight on him?
Insight?
Insight, yeah.
Okay, what are you gonna try and what are you gonna try and to get to know?
I'm trying to see if he's like, because he says like we are so honored for these natives, and I don't necessarily trust that. So I want to see if it's like, if there's like, if he's truly believing in this. Like, I'm humbled by you natives, or I'm honored by you natives.
Okay. What would you roll?
A d20, a 3.
Yeah. He seems forthright with the information. He does genuinely bow and present himself in a respectful manner towards Marco.
Mm.
I'm just gonna squint.
Says, sees you giving him the stink eye, and he kind of looks at you, and he walks over and says, Don't imagine that you know your place in here, Goblin. The only reason why you haven't been cut up yet is because of that sash around your waist."
Okay.
He eyes you for a bit longer, and he returns you back outside. He guides you around to this area, to a long, thin hallway stretching down. He takes you to the first entrance to the right, and he begins to lead you guys down a set of stairs. From there, you guys are taken to this area. Ignore the first portion of it. Those horses are not there. Ignore that. Okay, so in this area, you see here. The Wharfmaster walks in, and let me change out those character sprites because they match up too much. Who's you? He walks inside and he introduces you to the hold of the outpost. Here, the majority of the items that are shipped and stored arrive here and are either rationed out or are available to the mercenaries for further purchase. On top of their already generous pay. Asserts that this area here is the medical ward. This area here holds unique items and the occasional magical trinket. This potion here serves to be a potion center. Aside from that, takes you back into the barracks, and it says, "Tomorrow will be the day you will undertake a new assignment. So, settle in." And with that, let's see. Matthew? Okay, Matthew has to go.
Matthew had to go.
Okay.
We actually gotta go soon too.
If you want, we can probably end it today right now because it seems like a good stopping point. You guys made it to the outpost. You guys know of it, more or less.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we'll set up again next week.
Okay.
Guys.